Ladies and gentlemen, this is the YouTube channel vlog show of inspiration and realness. Also, this is the YouTube channel vlog show of positivity, personality, and fun. This is Eric Lima Shenanigans of 1977, and now the perpetrator of these shenanigans, Big Beefy E himself from his Big Beefy Man Cave in New Bedford, Massachusetts, Mr. Shenanigans himself, and the two-time Chilling 3000 2022 End of the Year Awards winner, Eric M. Lima. Thank you very much, Mr. Announcer, for that lovely intro. Well, hello there, everyone. Welcome to yet another episode of Eric Lima Shenanigans of 1977. Today is April the 14th, 2023, Friday or Yay! If you're getting paid like I just did. Beautiful, wonderful day, about 85 degrees out, according to what my phone was saying. That's right. It's been a harrowing week for me here. You know, whether it be here at home, dealing with my phone, or the... and dealing with, all the other stuff, and then at work and everything else. But finally, this week is almost over, and I'm thanking God for it right now. And after this, interesting week weather-wise with all the, the warm weather and all, we're going back to 60-degree weather, spring-like weather, seasonable-like weather. We're still in the springtime, but whatever. So, this is episode 502 of the show. We're going to talk about what happened last night on Impact Wrestling. As you know, this is the final Impact before Rebellion. A lot of interesting things have been happening here. So, let's get right into a Hardcore War Man Advantage matchup. That means it's between Frankie Kazarian and Kenny King. Whoever wins that matchup gives the man advantage for his team. And so, the teams were brawling at ringside, but then Brian Myers and Moose got involved in the matchup. We don't know why the heck they were doing what they were doing. But then Kenny King took advantage of the situation, pinned Kazarian in the middle of the ring. And then earlier that night, last night, the Canadian National Anthem was played and Steve Macklin interrupts him, which I'm an American too, and that was disrespectful of Macklin to do so. But however, he was running his mouth about being the Impact World Champion, and Kushida sneaks up behind him, starts brawling with Macklin after Macklin ran his mouth. Security separates the two of them. Then a four-way X Division matchup. It's Lince Dorado, who is making his Impact, debut or something. I know, he's been a newcomer to Impact. Black Taurus, Laredo Kid, and Rich Swann. Now, Laredo Kid, interesting story that Tom Hennepin has said. The reason why Laredo Kid has not been seen for a while, because back in October, he punctured his intestine. That led to almost death, and with life-saving surgery, he decided to come back on the comeback trail, and he won the matchup. So, being three very game X Division wrestlers, that's for sure. Morrissey Machine Guns and ABC, aka the Bullet Club team of Ice Austin and Chris Bay. And they were talking about the Ultimate X matchup where the tag team titles will be hanging up above, and all they gotta do is go up and get them, which is really without the assistance of a ladder, And I thought these guys are going to be crazy when doing this. So it'd be a heck of a matchup between the New Japan Strong Tag Team Champions and the Impact World Tag Team Champions. I'm surprised the New Japan Strong titles were not up for grabs. But need I say, to say the least, is going to be a heck of a matchup. That's for sure. Then Jessica was talking to Rosemary about going into the undead realm and getting Taya Valkyrie. Rosemary says, "No. I'm going in." Basically, she prefers to herself as we. Don't know why. A little crazy that crazy lady is. But then she's trying to go in. There's supposed to be a door here, magic and all that, but somebody blocked it. She believes it's the Coven, but I believe it's someone else. I believe it could be the bloody undead bride herself, Su Yung, maybe, Who knows? She may have aligned herself with, the Coven in secret. I don't know. I really don't know. Well, one thing's for sure. And then Jessica, says, "Hey, I'm going after the Coven," and Rosemary tells her to calm down. They had their matchup, though. Jessica went one-on-one with Taylor Wilde as they were in their rematch for the Impact Knockouts Tag Team Championship and the countdown before Rebellion. And Taylor Wilde did end up winning the matchup, gaining the momentum for the Coven. Now, that's the new Knockouts Tag Team Champions Taylor Wilde and Kylan King. Jordan Grace was talking about being once again the Knockouts title. She says she's going to be focused on that. It doesn't matter to her who she has to face to get it. And we'll talk about more about Mickie James' future, because I did touch base on it, talking to my friend Jordy Scow on his chill stream yesterday. Alicia Edwards, along with her husband Eddie. Alicia Edwards, as you know, I know her since her days in the Wayland City Festival days. I do have a picture with her. This is before she even made it as a Impact knockout, which is super cool. And so I can just say, Alicia, you're out there. Keep doing your thing, girl. I gotta respect what you did. And she explained why she attacked PCO with the kendo stick. Now, you may be thinking she's totally out of her mind if she goes up against the French-Canadian Frankenstein, but that's her husband. That's her, your husband is supposed to be your ride or die, or your wife's supposed to be your ride or die. That's what Alicia Edwards sees. Alicia Edwards was talking about the ultimatum and all that, but you know what? She knows that Eddie Edwards is trying to move on from Honor No More, but it seems like PCO wouldn't let that down. Remember, Rebellion, those two are going to go at it in the last rights matchup. I'll tell you what, though. I'm hoping Eddie Edwards wins. I like PCO. He's really super cool, but, I think Eddie Edwards needs to move on, and I'm sure that, Eddie Edwards wants to be once again the Impact World Champion. With Macklin, whoever wins between Macklin and Kushida, that'll be a heck of a fight for sure. Then there was another matchup that will be happening for Rebellion, a 6-man tag, the Design versus Dirty Dango, the Digital Media Champion Joe Hendry, and Angels and the Design. Joe Hendry and Dirty Dango faced Angels and Callahan in a tag team matchup. Callahan misfired, accidentally hit Angels while Joe Hendry ducked a blow from him. Diener was yelling at him what are you doing? They're both arguing, but Joe Hendry and Dirty Dango took advantage of that and won the matchup. Khan and Callahan decided, well, we're going to attack these guys after the matchup. Diener is directing traffic, and all of a sudden, Santino Marella arrives and fights Diener as well. Excuse me, I think I got a pimple right there. It's always bothering me. I don't know why. Anyways, Santino Marella arrives and finally fights Diener. Diener escapes and then hits the Cobra. So that is going to be very interesting for sure, to say the least. And then PCO responds to Eddie Edwards that he's going to bury him. And he's out there, hey. Tell you one thing, man. Eddie Edwards, man, I'm rooting for you to win, man. I'm picking Eddie Edwards to beat PCO because I got a feeling that Eddie Edwards could have more allies up his sleeve. May not be Honor No More, but I believe, somebody, but it'd be very interesting, though, if PCO has an ally. Now, let's say if Su Yung was not the person to block the Undead Realm, and the Coven is. Could Su Yung join forces with PCO? I mean, they are both undead, You never know. And then Bully Ray cut a promo on Dreamer. Now, we all thought it would be Bully Ray, Kenny King, Masa Slamovich, and the Good Hands to team up in a hardcore war against Tommy Dreamer, Frankie Kazarian, Bhupinder Gujar, Killer Kelly, and who was the fifth member of that team? Let me just okay, hold up. But just a second here. Google. Let me see. Impact Wrestling Rebellion. Okay, now I want to let's see matches on. Okay, it would be Tommy Yuya Uemura. That's right. And then come to find out, and Bully Ray did cut a promo. It's a Dreamer. You thought you had known every member of my team, and now we know that Moose and Brian Myers did get involved in a matchup earlier between Frankie Kazarian and Kenny King. Come to find out that the Good Hands have been replaced by Moose and Myers. That's right. Moose and Myers will team up with Kenny King, Bully Ray, and Masa Slamovich against Yuya Uemura, Bhupinder Gujar, Frankie Kazarian, Tommy Dreamer, and Killer Kelly. So this is going to be a hardcore war, which it's almost like War Games in WWE. So we're going to... So, and then knockouts action. Tasha Steelz went one-on-one with Giselle Shaw, and Tasha Steelz did come back, first match back, defeated Giselle Shaw after Giselle Shaw kicked the stairs and hurt her knee. Took advantage of that situation, and Tasha Steelz, the Boricua Badass, a fellow Massachusetts native, I believe, also won the matchup. Santino Marella was talking to Mickie James, and he says, "You ready for this?" "Yeah, I just got off the phone with the doctor," and says, "You know what? You're the best," and always encourage. He knows Mickie James from their days in the WWE. So, and it was a request by Mickie James to have the fans leave the arena along with Hannafin and Redwall at ringside. So everybody left the arena so Mickie James can have the floor to herself. And so they did it out of respect for her. She comes out by herself and discusses about her future as Knockouts champion. She says she's ready to take on, when she came back to Impact, she's ready to take on everybody. But then, now in the back, Deonna Purrazzo and Jordynne Grace were watching in the back, sitting at a monitor, talking to Mickie James. She got off the phone with her doctor, she said, and she is not cleared to compete. So, at Rebellion, so she goes, "Deonna, Jordynne, it's your time now." And she laid down the Knockouts title and her hat in the ring. Mickie James has officially relinquished her Knockouts championship. That's the story to end there. So that's where we're at right now, ladies and gentlemen. So that means there are 2 vacant titles up for grabs, and they're the most important titles in Impact Wrestling history, the World title and the Knockouts Championship. They need to figure ahead, who will it be? Macklin or Kushida in the World title situation? Or will it be Jordynne Grace or Deonna Purrazzo? We'll find that out at Rebellion. Well, that's all the time we have on the show. Episode 502 of Eric Lima Shenanigans of 1977 is complete. And stay tuned. Next episode, go play some Bullseye Bonus Island. All right? So it will be the 31st edition of Fearless Friday, or Friday if you're getting paid. All right? I'll see you guys later. You guys have a wonderful day. And until the next episode comes rolling around, Mr. Announcer, take us home. That is all for today's episode of the show. This is Mr. Lima speaking for Eric Lima Shenanigans of 1977. A Big Beefy E, do it for Bob Saget production. And in association with A Sweet Bowl for Raving Dingleberries Telepictures and Distribution. Thank you for watching another great episode of Eric Lima Shenanigans of 1977. Until the next episode, goodbye for now.